Hello everyone, it's Jean. I just thought I'd come on today just really to let you know where I'm up to and a bit of a chat. I decided to join the Roxy girls doing their Down the Garden Path. When they first said they were doing it, I was very interested and thought, oh yes, that'd be something I'd really like to do. But I've been somewhat stuck and just could not get started with it, and I had various ideas of what I wanted to do, mainly on a spool, and I've got quite a collection of spools. There's one here that I've stained darker, a lighter one. I've got these different size spools, and I'd even thought about that, which is about 5 inches, but I wasn't really inspired with any of them, and I'd almost got to the point of thinking I'm not going to bother, because not only could I not decide on what to put it on, I couldn't decide how to get going with it. But I did see Shona Hernandez's video, and she'd done a winter the Christmas down, what was it called? It was the winter one, and she'd done hers on a rolling pin, and I've got a couple of rolling pins, vintage ones, and I thought, I wonder if I can alter one. Originally I was going to keep it just as the rolling pin, and then I thought, no, I'd like to make it into a spool. So this is what me and my husband came up with, and this was the rolling pin. We put a base on it, a smaller base on the top, and if you can see, I'll pop it down like that. And then these were the bits that came off the end of the rolling pin, so we just made a feature out of it, and I'm quite pleased with that. And funnily enough, when this was done and I'd stained it and everything, it inspired me then where I wanted to go, and so I made a start, and obviously it's going on a spool, and this is where I'm up to, and I'll just take that off. So as you can see, I've decided to, now I'm going to do it a little bit different. Everybody seems to be doing, you know, bits of fabric, and I didn't want to do that, and I did think about doing a book, and in the end I thought I would combine the two, so it will be pages on a spool. So this is the first one that I've done, and as you can see, it's just like embroidery painting on a picture, and that's, you see that okay? So there's lots of stitching. Started off with the cottage, and then lots of French knots, just loads of them, and I really enjoyed doing it. I'm really pleased with how it's turned out. So as you can see, for my base, if you look at the end, I've got it's a homespun actually, is it? No, it's the linen that I've used. Yeah, not linen, sorry, calico. I believe it's calico. I've got some homespun as well, and I know it's the homespun, yeah. So that goes all the way along, and then this was from a vintage chair back, so I'd got enough to go as far as I want it to go, and then I just put these, this is also from vintage pieces, and then just framed this. Now originally I did this Down the Garden Path, and it's actually a little poem, and it's lovely, and it says, I know a little cottage where everything's just right, The windows bloom with tulips, at dusk there's candlelight. The knotted oak beside it is webbed with ivy leaves, and honeysuckle tangles in clusters round the eaves. The friendly gate swings open against a low stoned wall, where quaint old-fashioned blossoms design a paisley shawl, and up the winding pathway the stones with moss are grown. I love that little cottage because it is my own. And I thought that was lovely. And originally this was going to go on first, but I wanted the cottage to go on first because my spool will, obviously that's the end of it. I want it to unwrap from the left. So I'm not sure whether this will go next. And as you can see, I've just, it's on felt, and printed that out and then just decorated it with the lace. Sorry. And embroidered down the garden path. So I'm not sure whether that will go on there or whether it will go at the end. I've not decided. But that's where I've got up to, and thankfully I've made a start because I was going to pack up with it. And I'm in the group on Facebook, and a lot of people have said exactly the same. They just can't start. And I don't know why it should be so difficult, but I just found it really difficult to get started. I don't know, but anyway, there we are. So I made the start, and I shall show you as I go along, and hopefully it will turn out as I want it to. And it does wrap right nicely around the spool. You can see it just fits a treat, and that will be where at the front where you see it, and then that's the fastening there. So there we are, that's it. Thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.